The Golden Wanderer and the Whispering Woods. Deep within the heart of the Whispering Woods lived 3 bears in a house made of cedar and stone. Bjorn, the tallest and strongest, prepared a hearty breakfast, while Valeska, the swiftest, set the table. They decided to take a morning stroll while their steaming bowls of porridge cooled in the crisp air. Following closely behind was little Bram, the youngest of the family. He carried his favorite walking stick and hopped over the mossy roots of the great trees, excited to see what treasures the forest floor might hold today. The house sat quiet, the scent of honey and oats wafting from the window. While the bears were away, a girl named Aurelia happened upon the clearing. She had spent the morning chasing dragonflies and had lost her way. Seeing the charming cottage, her curiosity got the better of her. She tiptoed up the path, wondering who might live in such a beautiful place. The door was not locked, so Aurelia stepped inside. The kitchen smelled wonderful. On the table sat 3 bowls of porridge. She tasted the largest bowl, but it was far too hot. She tried the middle-sized bowl, but it was far too cold. Finally, she tasted the smallest blue bowl. It was just right, and she ate every last bit. Feeling a bit full, Aurelia looked for a place to rest. She tried a giant chair, but it was much too hard. She tried a medium-sized chair with soft cushions, but it was much too squishy. Then, she sat in a little wooden chair. It felt perfect, until suddenly, with a loud crack, the chair snapped into pieces. Aurelia felt very tired now, so she climbed the stairs to find a place to nap. In the bedroom, she saw 3 beds. The first was as hard as a rock, and the second was so soft she felt like she was sinking into a cloud. She walked over to the 3rd bed, which was covered in a cozy, hand-woven quilt. The small bed was neither too hard nor too soft. It was just right. Aurelia curled up under the warm blankets, listened to the gentle rustle of the leaves outside, and fell into a deep, peaceful sleep. She didn't hear the sound of heavy footsteps returning to the cottage. Bjorn and Valeska walked back into the kitchen, ready for their breakfast. Bjorn looked at his bowl and growled softly, "Someone has been tasting my porridge." Valeska looked at her bowl and noted that someone had been tasting hers, too. Then Bram looked at the table and cried out in distress. Valeska hurried over to him as he pointed at the empty blue bowl. "Someone has been eating my porridge, and they ate it all up," he exclaimed. They looked around and noticed the broken chair on the floor. The bears went upstairs to investigate. Bjorn noticed his pillows were moved, and Valeska saw her blankets were rumpled. Bjorn and Bram approached the smallest bed, moving quietly so as not to startle whatever might be hiding beneath the covers. Just then, Aurelia opened her eyes. She saw the friendly but very large face of Bjorn and the curious, wide eyes of Bram staring back at her. She realized she was in a stranger's house and had caused quite a mess. Before the bears could say a word, Aurelia leaped out of bed. She dashed across the room, hopped through the open window, and ran as fast as her legs could carry her back into the forest. She never went exploring in strange cottages again, and the 3 bears lived happily ever after in their quiet cedar home.